Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be showing you how to install a 10-inch sub with a mono amp, and we're going to show you the whole process. The tools you're going to need is crimping tools. I have a multimeter from Canadian Tire. It's pretty cheap, but you don't need an expensive one to do the job. Electrical tape, spade terminals to crimp, Allen keys, and an amp kit. First things first, you're going to want to disconnect your battery before you get started. Remove your deck to get to the back of it. So you want to get to all the wiring behind this. Alright, so the homie Jaden, he picked up a Rockford Fosgate Punch P1 series. It's a 10-inch. To pair with it, he got the Rockford Fosgate, shit, I don't know what it is, punch amp? The subs are rated for 300 watts, I believe, and you want to get an amp that is pretty similar wattage with it, just so it doesn't blow up.
300 as well.
Also, to pair it with the 10-inch sub, he got a sealed 10-inch box, but sometimes there's like a full kit that you can get that comes with an amp, a built-in amp to the sub that's already in a box. So in this amp installation kit, there should be power wire, ground wire, RCAs, remote wire, a fuse block. There should be a fuse supplied with it as well, and an Allen key and zip ties. So first things first, you want to grab your fuse block, then you want to grab your power wire. In this case, it's orange, but in some kits, it'll be red. You want to cut enough off to where no more than 18 inches. So we're probably just gonna second guess it. Let's go right here. You just want to sever it. So it looks like that. Okay, so let's say it'll go right here. Yeah, we probably just mount the fuse right here or something. Like, we can go like that. I'll just go like that. I'm scared. I never stripped wire before. Go, let's slit all around. Gotta be careful so you don't cut the wire itself. You just want to cut the plastic covering it. Okay, once you've got the wires stripped, you want to give it a nice twist and twirl, just like that. Then you want to grab your fuse block, and in your amp kit, there should be a little packet with an Allen key supplied. Then you just want to put your Allen key in and loosen it.
How many dumbasses does it take to tighten down?
Oh my god, bro!
I have a perfect title already. 3 idiots try to install a sub.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's what it should look like after. The rubber pieces here are so condensation doesn't get to the wire. We didn't figure that out 3 minutes ago. But now let's get to the remote wire. Back here, you want to find a blue wire. It'll look like this, and this is your remote wire. The amp kit comes with extra remote wire, and then we're gonna crimp these two together and then route it all the way to the back and connect it to the amp. So this is 18 gauge wire, so on crimp tools, you'll have numbers here, which will be the gauge of the wire. So here's 18, we're gonna put it through 18, get a nice firm grip of it, then just rip it off so that the wire's exposed. You wanna twist it, and then there's a connector here. We're gonna feed this end through this end, crimp it, and then connect it to the remote wire inside of the deck.
And then crimp that.
Crimp that, yeah.
No, crimp you next.
So on the crimp tool, this one doesn't have it, but others will have colors, and this one is red. But it's actually 18 gauge wires, so you go on your tool here, then it says like 10 to 22, 10 to 16, 16 to 22, and this is insulated 18 gauge, so you just put it in, give it a nice firm crimp job, and then after, give it a nice tug, make sure it doesn't come out. That's not going anywhere.
Yes, sir. Let me focus on it. Focus! There we go.
Yeah, pretty good crimp job.
Yeah,
I
there
think
we go.
at
Good
least,
job.
I hope. To be extra safe, you can always put electrical tape around the ends of the crimp job, just to make sure that nothing goes in and out of it.
Yeah,
It makes it a little extra snug. Alright, so after you want to crimp the remote wire that's inside of your dash, and then again, to be safe, you put some electrical wire around it, and then give it a nice tug. After, what you want to do is route it to the back. What we're gonna do is probably route it underneath the driver's side all the way to the back with the RCA cable right here.
Did you guys plug it in?
the drill?
The sub. Kevin's a better stripper than me.
Not too tight, nice and snug. Then after you want to check, gotta make sure no wire is exposing for less risk of a fire, but this thing's probably gonna catch on fire anyway.
It's a trailblazer, isn't it?
No, it's just a buddy.
For the ground, you want to ground it to the chassis of the vehicle, so once we screw this in, we're gonna find a nice spot to ground it to a bolt where there's
right there.
yeah, where there's no paint. And if there is paint, then you can always grab sandpaper and sand the paint down to bare metal.
Tom, this thing kick in.
To tune an amp, what we do is we play an 80 hertz bass test. Keep going. Keep going. Oh wait, you didn't go to like 30 now. Okay, that's good. Turn it down now. After you install everything, on the Rockford Fosgate punch that Jaden actually bought, it has a clipping output for you. So if it starts clipping, it'll start like flashing red, which is really nice. So what we did is we played an 80 hertz sound test, and then you slowly turn the input level up, and then once it starts clipping, you slowly turn it down, And then we did the exact same as punch, EQ, and frequency. Frequency we left at about 120, and that's it. That's all you gotta do.
So.
I have my 12-inch ported Rockford Fosgate sub with a soundstage amp, and Jaden has the 10-inch sub that is not ported, it's sealed. So that setup is really good for EDM, or like if you're an audiophile, and it honestly hits a lot harder than the one mine does, but mine flops around a lot more just for like hip-hop music. So moral of the video is, first things first, disconnect the battery, then run your power wire from your battery positive terminal, and then find a grommet. What we did is we tucked it into the wheel well and then tucked it underneath the carpet, and then we ran it all the way back here, and then we ran the RCAs all the way on the left side from the head unit. And then you want your RCAs to be on the opposite side, parallel to the power wire, so you don't get any engine noise. And then plug everything back into the amp, remote wire all the way to the left here, back into the amp, and then find a ground. What we did is we took off the interior panels and we found a bolt, and then we sanded it down to the bare metal. So you don't want any paint, you want to sand it down to the bare metal so you get a nice ground, and that's about it.